Bloomsbury new launch, like, will you get a first mover advantage or the second mover advantage is actually better? Today we are diving into one of the most talked about new launches in the transforming One North Greater region. We call it Bloomsbury Residences in the Media Circle block. Many people have been saying this is the next big thing in the Silicon Valley of Singapore. Is it true or is it all fluff and marketing bluff? Let me give you my opinion today. Also, I will be very grateful if you are able to help like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your like and support for the video and channel give me more energy to research and bring you more valuable videos like this in the future. I know many of you following the property scene here in Singapore, and One North is becoming the hot spot because innovation, tech, integrated sort of development is coming up left and right like mushrooms around there. When a project like Bloomsbury Residences pops out on such an area, it naturally raises a lot of questions. So the question today will be, am I getting in early enough or is it too early? How does it compare with other launches in the area nearer to the MRT station, such as One North Eden and Blossom by the Park, and more importantly, the next plot of land is much cheaper than this Bloomsbury plot. Is this a good place to buy for upgrader, first-time home buyer, or an investor? You are going to wait and want the full details, so stick around with me. Here's what we are going to cover in today's review. Entire project overview, the downside of Bloomsbury Residences, the estimated pricing matrix, floor plan and site plan, the estimated cheapest unit for each bedroom type in the condo, why Bloomsbury Residences is actually worth your time and investment. Alright, so if you're enjoying this review so far, please give the video a like. It really helps me continue to bring in more in-depth insights like this one, and also for YouTube algorithm to show this video to more people benefiting them. Plus, when you like this video, you are ensured that you'll be among the first to get notified every time I post fresh market updates and property review. To reward you for liking this video, I will show you my dancing skill. Okay, remember my review on Parktown Residence? Bloomsbury is a little bit different because it is mixed development as opposed to an integrated development that is Parktown Residence. If you're interested in integrated development, of course, go ahead to watch that video. We have a few blockbuster video on integrated development here as well. Specific to Parktown Residence, we actually advise two clients to get in during the balloting day. One's for a 2-bedder and one is for a 3-bedder. You know who you are, and thank you for your support. Alright, let's jump right in for the project overview. Bloomsbury Residence is a mid-sized development comprising of 3 blocks, 23-story, 21-story, and a short 14-story with commercial on the first story and car park at basement and first story. 99 years leasehold starting from 7 May 2024 and a total of 358 units. Built on roughly 10,000 square meter of land, the land was acquired back in February 2024 and approximately 1191 per square feet per plot ratio. This is quite attractive when compared to other areas then, and it set a promising baseline for the project pricing structure. After all, the development costs are factored in, blah 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 blah. The estimated break-even price is around the $2,076 per square feet. For Bloomsbury, the expectation is that prices will range between $2,300 per square feet to $2,800 per square feet, averaging at about, in my opinion, $2,550 per square feet on the average. It might be wrong. Built by Qingjian Realty and 4C Holding Private Limited, based on Qingjian's track record, they should be able to complete it in time and deliver a good condo for the consumer. The rest of the information, I will put it down here for you to read yourself if you are keen on the architect and etc. etc. And now let's be realistic, every development has downside. Bloomsbury is no exception. Here are some of the potential challenge in my opinion. One is the location accessibility. Although the project is part of the exciting Greater One North transformation, it isn't exactly in the heart of One North or Buona Vista MRT station. You probably have to still take MRT or ride a bike there. For those who depend on daily train access, the distance might be a little bit inconvenient, making this a sticking point. If public transport proximity is your top priority, either for your own stay or if you're an investor for your next tenant coming in, your occupier who are coming in as well. Of course, I'm an insider, west side, probably a little bit hard for me to accept as well. So if you're buying for own stay, if you like the area, of course go for it. But for me, the location is a no-no. Another concern is the car park ratio. Bloomsbury offers is just 143 parking lot for a total of 358 units. a mere 40%. If you have multiple vehicles or often entertain guests, this limited parking availability could be a significant downside. If you are staying and working in the Silicon Valley of Singapore, you'll probably be as a tech bro driving your electric car, but then you only got 5 EV lots and 40% car park is quite tough, yeah? So tough. However, there's a silver lining. There are 90 bicycle lots in the development. Occupier there will be quite slim, riding to Slim Barrack Drive where One North Eden is. Alright, so jokes aside, future uncertainty for the view as well. Many premium units today currently enjoy unblocked view of the Wessex estate, but the area is right now in the master plan zone as a subject to detailed planning. While the open view is fantastic today, future development could change that view in the middle to long run. Alright, next also is second mover more advantage than the first mover advantage. Right, the parcel A that is right opposite is sold lower price than Bloomsbury plot bought by the same developer, Qingjian and 4C. Looking at the break-even price, it is almost 10% cheaper than Bloomsbury plot itself. Is there a possibility that the developer, when push comes to shove, they will be more able or more willing to release the unit then called Parcel A at the lower price than Bloomsbury to really clear stock? What will happen to buyers of Bloomsbury then? Unsuccessful tender is also a concern for us, concern to me at least, because there is a 60 years leasehold plot there that is not awarded and not tendered because of the price offered being too low in the government's view. This shows that other developers confident or non-confident in the area. I remember the last time there is a 60 years leasehold residential plot, which is the Hilford. Same thing, commercial on the first floor, residential above. It is snatched up pretty quickly by developers and consumer alike. Other mixed development nearby is also open for tender right now, making 3 different private residential plots with commercial on the first story. Will it become the new Geylang region or Jalan Besar region with many residential plots with first story commercial? If the developer choose to operate it themselves, I think it's great, but if they were to choose to sell it away individually, I think it will be a bad news. I hope the main vendor or the developer is in charge, but I'm not hopeful because mixed development usually don't get not very good anchor tenant. We have not very good subtenant there as well. With that, usually they will not earn too much money, and if they don't earn too much money, usually the developer or whoever they have bought in might choose to piecemeal it and then sell it off away. If not, soon enough, they will then attract low quality tenant if the walk-in crowd is not enough to support the high quality tenant mix there. Thus, there will be too many uncertainty at this moment. I might not go for that Bloomsbury right today because of all these factors that I mentioned above. Whether you are old or new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you won't miss any of my future review. Less than 10% of you lurkers out there are subscribed. Go ahead, subscribe right now. I won't blame you for that. Here's what you can expect based on our analysis and also information that is already been released to the public. They don't have the 1 bedroom. Great news. It starts off with 2 bed, 1 bath, 570 square feet. Starting from price 1368, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 646 to 678 square feet, starting from 1.55 to 1.628 million respectively. 2 bedroom plus study, 689 square feet, starting from 1.688 million. 3 bedroom, we have a few layout, 904 square feet, 980, 990, 1098. Everything we'll be discussing a little bit more on the floor plan analysis later on, yeah? Starting from 2.166 million, 2.366, 2.416, 2.728 million. The 4 bedroom, quite nice in my opinion. 1173 square feet, 1206, 1421 square feet, starting from 2.866, 3.02, 3.558 million dollars. That's the max ready. From my perspective, you are able to secure a unit around that $2,003 to $2,004 per square feet. I think it's good. If you push past that 2007, 2008 for a really high floor unit, great view, internal view, etc., I would say it's time to reevaluate your option because there are still quite a number of options cheaper than this price in today's market. Let's dissect the floor plan and site plan breakdown. This is where Bloomsbury really stand out with efficient design, layout. First up, we talk about the 2-bedroom, the B1, B2, B3, B4. Let's go through it one by one. For type B1, it's the only 2-bed 1-bath. As you come into the unit itself, we have a good size, open size kitchen. I think the room size are great with 9 square meter and 11 square meter on the master bedroom. Very typical 2-bed 1-bath, and the developer do it like this because it's very popular. It is what we call a dumbbell layout design. If you are going for entry level, just want a place to stay or a place to invest in one north, I think this is quite ideal. Next, we go to 646 square feet, 2-bed, 2-bath. Again, typical dumbbell shaped layout. I think this will be quite popular. We have a semi-enclosed kitchen, even though you cannot do a fire stove. I think good enough for a 2-bedder. Same room size, good size balcony. You have a kind of separate out dining area here for the 2-bed, 2-bath. Next, we got the 678 square feet. What's the difference is that your kitchen is much bigger, but your dining area, they have suggested to put it at your kitchen area. That space could be a little bit small, and it's a typical layout, not the dumbbell layout design, so all your bedrooms is over on one side. But at least it is a okay layout, it's traditional layout. Next, we have the show flat layout design, which is a 2+ study. That study area, in my opinion, is better used for a dining area. Also a semi-enclosed kitchen layout. I think for own stay buyer, this 2+ study is something they would like to go for if, let's say, they are not willing to jump up another level to that 3-bedroom. Next, we talk about 3-bedroom. I think for people that are buying for own stay, this will be quite popular, but I'm not sure people are really going to buy it for own stay here at the One North region. But the 3-bedder should be a good unit to rent out for expats here, especially those that come in with their child, etc. Okay, the smallest one is 904 square feet. We got a kind of a privacy corridor. Some people term it, wasted of space, but no problem. We still have a great layout for the 3-bedroom. Even though it's a small 3-bedroom, you have a fire stove. So for Asian people buying to cook, you have portrait layout design. Very typical. I think the master bedroom size being at 13 square meter is great. It's non-strata because it's harmonized, so the aircon light is non-strata. All that the square feet that I mentioned is all the internal space. 980, quite typical. It's a 3-bed 3-bath already in a normal size, non-harmonized one will be 1044 square feet. So I think 980, in my opinion, is a little bit more suitable for staying or upgraders that are buying. Alright, it's a 980 square feet unit. Then you have a storeroom, you have a 3rd bathroom. Usually a storeroom will be converted to a helper's room. Similarly, we have the C3, also a same size. It's just that when you come in, instead of like you come in a portrait layout design, you come into the dining area. It's kind of like a pseudo landscape layout design, because right now for a harmonized project, it's very difficult to have the living and the dining really side by side. It can only be a front to back, but the layout C3 kind of allow you to come in and have the living and dining facing you side by side. So it's like a pseudo landscape layout design. Usually you'll feel better walking in like that. So with the kitchen over on the left side here as well, it's kind of like a more luxurious view or more traditional view as well. Okay, the 990 square feet, you got a bigger dining area, you got a bigger living area. I think for people, next time when you're buying it for sale, next time the buyer will like this 990 square feet layout. Of course, the biggest one will be a 1098 square feet layout. You come in, a bigger living area, bigger dining area, everything else fit. You got a physical study, which is the throwback to about 10 years ago, whereby your study is really a study and it's not like an empty space. They call it a study. So you can actually install like a door, and then you actually have a window at that study area. So if you kind of like need a 3+ study and don't need a 4-bedder, I think this is a good place to be at. Okay, next, the biggest unit layout type, the 4-bedroom. The cheapest will be the 1173. As you come in, you got a good size dining area, good size living area. And if someone were to need that 4-bedroom, then of course go for this layout. This is the cheapest 4-bedroom. My concern here is that the 3-bedroom do actually share 1 bathroom instead of 2 bathrooms. If you are keeping 1 bedroom as a spare, then of course this 1173 layout will be perfect for you. Same thing as the 1206. Again, this is a 4-bed 3-bath. So you are talking about 4-bed 3-bath. Usually 3-bedroom is served by 1 bathroom, but this one is all the 4-bedroom actually lines up and have the same view. So instead of the 1173, one of the bedroom faces the back and the rest face the front. Okay, so the D3 is 1421. It's a show flat layout. This is one of the largest 4-bedroom type. Of course, you got a bigger dining area, living area, and the difference between this and the other 4-bedroom layout type is that this comes with a private lift. This also use the 3-bedroom facing one side and 1-bedroom on the other side. Again, this is a 4-bed, 3-bath, so you got that 1 bath that is lacking. Yeah. Lastly, we're talking about penthouse. I think no need for me to go ahead, but if you are looking at penthouse, then you got a much bigger dining and living area. That's about it, and also have an actual storeroom store. So you don't have a bomb shelter per se, but you got an actual storeroom. So depending how you want, if you really want 5-bedroom, then you only can have the top floor to choose, because we really have limited 5-bedroom. The typical one only go up to the 4-bedroom. Okay, if you are looking at large guest area, bigger kitchen, and really need the physical 5-bedroom, then go take a look at a 5-bedroom penthouse. I will not talk too much because not many people will be going for that. I will just put in the picture. If you are keen, you can go take a look at it. Okay, beyond the individual units, Bloomsbury Residence boasts a lap pool, 2 standard pool, a tennis court, and an approximately 4,000 square feet commercial component at the entrance. This should enhance the daily convenience factor for residents and potentially improve future resale value. Estimated cheapest unit for each bedroom type. Let's talk about that. This will help you if you are budget conscious but still want to choose the unit type that best fits your need. I do YouTube video for so long already, I think about 5 to 6 years. Tolong, please support and subscribe the channel to bump up my viewership count. The cheapest 2-bedroom in our opinion, 2-bed 1 bath, is likely to be that 1.366 million one at stake 14, because the view will be blocked now and in the future by the building right in front. The cheapest 2-bed 2-bath, 646, we're expecting to start at $1.55 million. Should be the smallest 2-bed 2-bath layout. Should be that stack 15, as it will be blocked view again now and in the future. The cheapest 3-bedroom, not bad, 904, still got your fire stove. In our opinion, it will start roughly at the $2.166 million. It will be the 904 square feet layout type with pseudo study in my opinion. It should be stack 16, as it will be blocked by in front now and in the future. If you are going for the 4-bedroom, it should be the 1173. To note, all 4 bedrooms comes with very good view in our opinion, so any one of the stack will do. We just choose the 1173 layout because it is the smallest. It should be the one starting from 2.87 million. Again, it should be stack 9 because of the size, not because of the view. All the views are great, right? Well, these are all rough estimate. They give you a sense of entry level could look like for each bedroom type. If you want to be part of the Bloomsbury Residence and are mindful of your budget, this would be the unit to kind of focus on. Now, here's my take on Bloomsbury Residence. Is it worthwhile your time and investment? Despite some of the challenges that we have discussed above, there is a actual first mover advantage in the transforming area. This is the very first project in the Greater One North Media Circle kind of area, which means that you have the chance to get in early on an area that's expected to see significant growth over the coming years. Early entry can translate into strong long-term gain as the district mature. Of course, the elephant in the room is that the next plot is brought by the same developer and is cheaper. But in my opinion, it will not be launched cheaper because it is controlled by the same developer. They would want to kind of boost and give confidence to the previous buyer that have bought into Bloomsbury. So it doesn't mean that they buy in cheaper, they will launch cheap. In my opinion, they will buy in cheaper, they will definitely at least launch it the same or even more expensive than Bloomsbury. So I think your downside is covered here. So we are expecting whether or not your upside, how much your upside, whether or not you want to go in to Bloomsbury, and of course, on the ballot day itself, whether or not you get a good ballot number to go for the Bloomsbury. The efficient and versatile layout, in my opinion, like I mentioned, the 3-bedroom is great, even the smallest one. The focus for the developer is to deliver efficient, well thought out layout, means that every unit is designed to maximize the usable space. Whether you're looking for the small 2-bedroom or the larger 4-bedroom option, the design cater to your modern needs, ideal for both owner occupation and of course attracting quality tenant in that region, pulling away tenants from that One North region or Buona Vista region, because that is severely lacking, so they would naturally just come over as well. Next, quality amenities that enhance livability. In my opinion, the project offers a strong suite of facility, a lap pool, additional pool, a tennis court, and a commercial space that bring convenience right at your doorstep. This facility can significantly boost the attractiveness of the development for both owner occupation and tenant, enhancing the overall property value, hopefully in the future. And next, there's strategic positioning in the One North future ecosystem. Though Bloomsbury isn't right next to an MRT station, it remains well situated to near vibrant hubs such as Fusionopolis, Biopolis, and top education institutions like NUS. With One North being Singapore's Silicon Valley, there's a steady demand from professional expats, researchers, and students alike. For context, a nearby project, One North Eden, sold in April 2021, had a land cost of about $1,001 per square feet per plot ratio, and is launched roughly averagely $2,002 per square feet. Blossom by the Park, launched in April 2023, 2 years later, had a land cost of about $1,246 per square feet per plot ratio and launched roughly around the average of $2,400 per square feet. Currently, 2025 launch Bloomsbury, they have in the same region, of course, is similar to Blossom by the Park, at around that 2003 to 2008 price range. So you could say that if you got a good unit, you kind of step back 2 years buying that new launch. So what do you think about Bloomsbury Residences, particularly those of the cheapest unit for each bedroom type? Does the allure of the first mover advantage in the transforming neighborhood outweigh the potential downside like MRT distance and parking constraint? Let me know in the comment down below. If you enjoy this detailed breakdown, please do like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Your engagement not only motivates me, but also help more people discover this insight into the property market in that One North region. Okay, if you are confused and all this kind of thing on the downside and the upside and just want someone to explain it to you, we actually do an in-depth face-to-face or a Zoom consultation. My number is right above here, and if you want to follow all my social, it's all here. As well, if you are watching and want to watch some of my other video, of course, click on the channel link, I don't know, here or here. In summary, Bloomsbury is a fascinating launch. It's not perfect, but its strength in layout efficiency, competitive pricing, and being on the leading edge of One North, or at least Greater One North development, make it a serious contender for many buyers. My name is Casey from Home Quarters, and appreciate you tuning in. As always, keep the conversation going, and remember, call Home Quarters and start packing.